before we get started with the swordfish, I want you to look right here in this pot because I have some chicken stock, about 1 1/4 cups of chicken stock in this pan. And we want to add to it something that you would find in Sicily. Couscous. Yes, the Sicilians use couscous. And couscous is semolina, very tiny grains of semolina. And we're going to cook the couscous in the chicken broth. So we simply add this to the stock. That's about 1/2 cup of couscous. I want to stir that around. Just let that come to the boil, and then we're going to turn it off and let the liquid absorb all of that semolina. We're going to use this as a bed for the swordfish that we're going to make today. If you know anything about Sicilian cooking, you know that it is fish-based. And the Sicilians love swordfish. It's called pesce spada. Pesce spada, fish with a sword. All right, and here's a beautiful swordfish steak. Gorgeous. What are we going to do with this? Well, the first thing to remember about fish in general is this. Don't over-treat it. Keep the treatment simple. If you start with really fresh ingredients, like I'm always telling you, there's very little that you need to do with it. So the first thing you do is buy a beautiful piece of fish. Look at this. You can tell just by the color that this is a very fresh piece of swordfish. And I want to put this onto skewers. We're going to grill this because in Sicily, most fish is either grilled or baked. It really isn't ever deep fried. So we want to cut this up into chunks because we have to fit it onto skewers. So here we have some garlic and a couple of bay leaf. I like bay leaf for this. Gives it a little bit of a nice spicy flavor. And then we want some lemon. We'll cut up a lemon and just squeeze that in, pits and all. You're not going to really grill the pits, so there's no need for you to really do anything special with the lemon. So lemon juice goes in, lots of lemon, and of course this is, again, staying in the Sicilian tradition of using citrus. Let's get rid of that. Move that around a little bit. And now we add our fish pieces. They really are beautiful. In they go, and you want this to marinate maybe at least a couple hours, I would say. I'm going to give that a little bit of salt and a little pepper. And that's all it really needs. So now we're going to cover this and put that in the refrigerator. I shake it around a little bit, make sure that that's all marinated really well. And now we're ready to skewer that. Let me see how we're doing here, though. Okay, all right, done. Wonderful. See how fast that was? So before we skewer that, let's add the rest of the ingredients here. So we're going to put raisins in with the couscous. We're going to add saffron. This is saffron. It comes from the crocus plant. It's very expensive, but it is used in Sicilian cooking. Probably came from the Arabs, as so much of Sicilian cooking did. It's going to give a nice color and also flavor. And we have some pine nuts. So they go in, and all we need to do is really mix this around. After we cook our swordfish, this is going to be the bed on which that swordfish is going to appear. So you can give that a little bit of salt if you want. Cook it ahead, keep it warm, and you'll have it when you're ready. So we'll cover that up. And now we need to skewer the swordfish. So let's get out a couple skewers here. This is enough for 4 people. So what I like to do is put a lemon on there. Put a piece of swordfish, maybe another lemon. If you had some fresh bay leaf, that would be nice. Put another piece, and so on. If you didn't want to use lemons, you could use oranges as well. Leave a little room between those so that that can really cook up well. So you do that. Once you do this, of course, you've got your grill on and you're going to be grilling these. And you want to make sure that the grill is really, really hot. So there, that's how they look when they're ready to go on the grill. Simple.